What's good, Bucket Nation? Patbuckets back here, about to bring you the second sports talk video on my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about some topics that have been going around sports. And we're going to start with one topic, and it involves Tom Brady of the Patriots. So, like everyone's heard, Tom Brady's going into another season with the Patriots. He is now 41 years old. And by this time, usually this is where the cliff, what Max Kellerman and others have been saying, that there's a cliff, and when you reach 40, nobody in history has been able to play well when they get to age 40 or over. And it's like humanity is undefeated, whatever it's called, longevity, whatever the hell it's called. But can we just sit back and remind ourselves what happened last year with Tom Brady? We all be talking. People we talk about how everyone's comparing Tom Brady to Brett Favre. What's going to happen to Tom Brady? Like what happened to Brett Favre, or what happened to Peyton Manning, or what happened to all these 40-year quarterbacks. But listen, Tom Brady has never had a big injury. The only big injury he had was the torn ACL in 2008. One injury. And that was 10 years ago. Brett Favre was injured in his final season. The last 2 years that he came back to play, in 09-010, he was injured. He had a broken freaking bone in his leg. He messed up his shoulder. He looks like an 80-year-old. Tom Brady has kept his body in shape to play football. If you did not know who Tom Brady was, and someone asks you, how old do you think Tom Brady is? Most people would not think he's 40 or 41. People don't understand this. Tom Brady won the NFL MVP last year. Won it at age 40. That's not been done forever. I don't know if that's ever been done at age 40. And he didn't even have that great of a year. Like, his season was okay. Like the start of it was like maybe in the middle is his best, but the last few games at the beginning of the games he was throwing interceptions stuff. But the thing is, he was so good in the playoffs. He was great against Tennessee. He brought his Patriots back against Jacksonville in the AFC Championship. And we all know, and congrats to the Philadelphia Eagles when they're going to have their banner raised. I'm really annoyed by that, but that's a different topic for some other time. But can we all just remember that Tom Brady threw for over 500 yards in a Super Bowl and lost, but he should have won. And everybody's talking about Cliff that he's going to suck this year. We are talking about Tom Brady, the greatest quarterback of all time. Maybe the greatest players on earth. Maybe. Michael Jordan and Tom Brady, they're top two. Fuck LeBron. LeBron ain't even in the conversation. It's those two right there. Tom Brady is one championship away from tying Michael Jordan. I understand. The only thing that's fucking Brady's thing up right now, sorry for the swears, the only thing that is, though, is the point that he's lost 3 times in the Super Bowl. Well, Michael Jordan never lost in the finals. But Tom Brady did something at age 40 that no other quarterback did. Ever. Got his team to the Super Bowl. No quarterback ever got his team to the Super Bowl. He was the cover athlete last year. And there was a curse. There's been a curse. I don't know how this curse started, but there was a curse of NFL players getting injured while they were the cover athlete. Tom Brady wasn't injured. Tom Brady never got injured. And then had an historic season. And everyone's like, okay, you gotta prove me wrong in game one. of the season. Bro, Tom Brady's already proved your ass. All you people wrong. All the doubters, all the haters. You just don't like him because you ain't him and because you guys can't beat him. Most of the guys that talk are from cities that their teams suck and never won. So what are they going to do? Love Brady? No, they're going to hate his ass. You just can't get rid of him. Because he's going to retire when he wants. And there's no cliff for him. He is going to go down swinging. And that's how it is with him. And then everyone else would be... And also, another topic to go with that, as we could talk about Tom Brady, everyone would be saying, can the Patriots win a Super Bowl without the same receiving core as Tom Brady's had before? And can I just talk to you guys for 1 second? The only great wide receiver Tom Brady's ever played with was Randy Moss. He has never had a number one receiver. Honestly, Julian Edelman's great, but he is not he's not the greatest. I understand. He's not starting this season. He's the number one receiver. He's not starting. He's out 4 games. But everyone will be saying, oh, can they do it without Edelman? Yes. And it's because Tom Brady has done it before. From 2001 to 2004, the only good wide receiver he really had was Deion Branch. And Troy Brown. But Troy Brown never played. Troy Brown only played a few snaps. Deion Branch was his best receiver. But they never... And then look, Deion leaves in 2006. And Brady still gets the AFC Championship with not really that good of a receiving core. And people are saying he can't do it without him. Can everyone remember this? They have Hogan, who's really good. Dorsett is going to be really good. James White can catch a football. He could be a good receiver. And then everyone forgets about the greatest tight end of all time in Rob Gronkowski. I'm going to steal a phrase from Stephen A. Smith. No, I kind of like this phrase, but this is blasphemous. People saying that Brady can't win without a number one receiver is blasphemous. Because Gronkowski's the number one receiver. Gronk is good. Everyone can complain about his injuries past and everything. Excuse me, the point that he is the strongest player in the league. No one can take him down. The only way they can take him down is by hitting his leg and trying to re-injure him. That's the reason why he keeps getting injured. It's not his fault that he's that strong. That's how he was born. The Patriots are going to be just fine. Everyone every year is worried that we are getting worse and worse and that they cannot do it anymore. And they still prove all of you wrong. Because the Patriots, until Brady leaves, can't be stopped. And you all know it. Philadelphia got lucky. That's not going to happen again. I predict the Patriots will get back to the Super Bowl. And I predict they'll win. Even against Philadelphia. I think it's going to be Green Bay. I'm hoping it's Aaron Rodgers versus Tom Brady so they can finally shut the mouth of everyone saying that Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback in this league. Until Aaron Rodgers wins more than one title, he ain't even close. Because I would even put that, I have so many other quarterbacks that I could put in as the best quarterback in this league after Brady. It's not Rodgers. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that topic. Next, I got to talk about the Red Sox. Last night, the Boston Red Sox came back from we're down 4-0 the first inning. Rick Porcello started the game and had an awful first inning. They gave up a home run to Garcia. And then they got 4 runs in the inning. And the Red Sox offense, who has been, before they played Miami, looked putrid. They looked terrible. They got swept for the first time since August of last year. And no one could have ever thought that. They got swept by Tampa Bay. And then, and the offense sucked the problem is being that they're not having Chris Sale has really been tough for the Red Sox with their pitching staff. And, but they came in to this game down 4-0 with no offense through 6 innings. 6 innings. And for the second straight night, because the night before I go back to the last night, the night before, if you guys remember, in Boston against Miami Marlins, where the Red Sox put up the highest points of the season in 1 inning, and that was 11. That is crazy to think about that. 11 runs in 1 inning. So everyone's like, okay, that must just been a, the Red Sox offense is back. And everyone thought that would be true until they came in for the first 6 innings of last night's game and were down 4-0 with no hits or anything. And then in the 7th, though, guys who you would not expect to get on got on. Kinsler, Swihart, and then Jackie Bradley with the big Swihart bringing in Kinsler, and then Bradley bringing in Swihart. And then Mookie Betts, the MVP of the season. I'm calling it out of stretch. Mookie's winning MVP. You can put that vote on from me. Homered for the 29th time this season. Destroyed that ball that tied the game up in the 7th inning. And for the second straight night, the Red Sox got their offense going in the 7th. 9th inning. A lot of people thought this was going to extras. Even I did at times. But the Red Sox, again, go back to what they were doing before with Kinsler, Swihart, Jackie Bradley, all getting hits and bringing runs. Jackie Bradley with a big run to give us the lead in the 9th inning. Then Mookie Betts walked, and then Benintendi, after going 0 for 3 with strikeouts, got his first hit of the night to bring in a run. And then JD, for the first time in it feels like 2 months, the way he's been swinging with no homer, hits his 39th home run of the season and gets his 114th RBIs to put the Red Sox to put the exclamation on a 9-4 victory for the Red Sox. That's how crazy that was. Said the bullpen has been a struggle, but I feel like Brazier deserves the 8-inning role. We're hoping Kim will get better. It looks like Kelly's starting to get his command back, which is really good. It would be good for us to get somebody, but it looks like the trade deadline is over. The trade waiver deadline is over. So we can't, but I feel like mostly I'm more worried, I feel like, about the starters at this point. The good part is we have heard, if anyone has heard, Red Sox fans here, Eduardo Rodriguez will start tomorrow, Saturday. If the weather cooperates are here, there's going to be a lot of storms in the area tomorrow. The Red Sox game right now is in a rain delay, so that's something. Yeah, that's a good thing. Stephen Wright, who looks like he's not going to be in the rotation, is going to be coming back soon. Chris Sale expected to come back early in September, which is huge. You're talking about acquirement right there. Is having Chris Sale back is huge. David Price, update on David Price's injury. He got hit in the hand. If you guys remember, against Miami, he'll be fine. Will miss his next start though on Monday. Against Atlanta. Hopes to make his next start, which I don't know who it will be against. I think maybe against the Astros. But yeah, it looks like if we could get this back to normal, we've heard also about we also got Evaldi during the trade deadline, and he started out great. First 2 games, 15 scoreless innings, no runs. Last 5, it's been terrible. And the good part, looks like Pedro Martinez, one of the greatest Red Sox of all time, has been watching Evaldi and has found some something that he feels like he can fix with him, which is big. Because if they can get Valdi right, he'll be a huge part to this offense. Big part to this starter rotation down the stretch in the playoffs. Because we need everyone to be good. Porcel is bad. I don't know what they have to do with Porcel, but he's really starting to concern me. Chris Sale's going to be big. Price, we're going to have to see, but so far he's looked good. He had a bad struggle. He started against Miami. But after so many starts, you know it's going to happen sometimes. Against bad teams, sometimes you have some bad starts. Don't understand how that's logic, but it just happens. Eduardo's had a great year, but he's coming off injury, so we got to see how he fills in. Brian Johnson's going to go back to the bullpen. So it looks with Brian Johnson now going to be there, Velasquez there, Stephen Wright with that knuckleball. Maybe the bullpen could get way better. Palmer's just looked really good in the bullpen lately, which is good because he was bad this year at starter. So it's good to see him, though, starting to look better in the bullpen. But for the Red Sox here, you sit here, you will be like concerned about everything, but we have over 90 wins. We could set the pace for the most wins in MLB history. And we made no trades at the deadline. We'll be fine. That's how I feel. We're gonna be fine. I don't think there's anything to concern about. They'll figure it out. The worry is that we just gotta get the rotation right. That's all you have to do. If we can have Chris Sale and David Price and Porcello get back to who they are, mostly Porcello, not really Price and Sale, but Porcello, then we can have a nasty group in the playoffs, a nasty rotation. But they just gotta get going. Because our offense can lead us, no doubt about it. Our offense can lead us to a championship. But we don't want to be down in every game like we've been the last few games, where we've been down in the first 5, 6 innings and have to come back in the 7th. During the playoffs, that's not going to help. Because you're not going to see the pitcher come out after 6 innings. He's going to be out there 7, 8 innings. Maybe even 9. They got to learn the rotation has to pitch better. And the bullpen has to pitch better. Because you can't just rely on the offense. Because they can't do everything. You can't keep tiring them out. They have to score 12 to 13 runs a game to win. The rotation has to be better. In other sports news, the Yankees last night acquired Andrew McCutchen from the San Francisco Giants, who had a struggling year in a team that was supposed to be really good. But the thing is, they brought in aging stars in Evan Longoria and, like I said, McCutchen, my bad, guys. McCutchen and Jackson, who got traded late in the season, and it just hasn't worked out for them. So they traded McCutchen to the Yankees, hoping that he's going to be able to fill in for all the injuries with Judge and other injuries going on with the Yankees. That feels like a good fit to see if McCutchen can find himself again, because he's had a rough few years lately. I remember when he was actually really good 3 years ago, I think, and now I feel like he's just starting to decline. I wonder if that him shaving his head messed him up. That's just a joke, but yeah, we'll have to see what happens. Yankees are trying to get better. They are only 6.5 behind 8.5, I think, behind Boston now, and yeah, I still don't think they're gonna catch us though, even in the playoff game. In other sports news, it just came out I think it was like an hour ago. Josh Donaldson was traded to the Cleveland Indians. I don't have the who he was traded for. But to be honest, that's kind of a weird trade. Only if they're gonna use him at DH, which I think they'll end up doing, because the confusion there is that, like, you already have Jose Ramirez, who is an MVP candidate at third base. So why are you getting Donaldson? So I would guess he's gonna go in as the DH, which would make the team even more nasty than it already is. It's weird, but I guess it works. There's been some weird trades going on in MLB. But yeah, Josh Donaldson, 2 years ago was the MVP of the league. He had over 40 home runs, had over 120 RBIs, and he had like 125 or something. For a really good Toronto Blue Jays team, which have just injuries and just bad managing, I would say, has really shocked that team. And Donaldson, with the injuries, have really killed his stride, like a lot of other players have. Which sucks because he's a really good player. And he's still young. Like this kid's only 30. Like he's still got a lot of years to go. And maybe he'll be better in Cleveland. We'll have to see. Toronto wanted him out badly though, so shit happens though, you know. Another MLB trade rumor, because I said today is the trading deadline, the non-waiver trade deadline, or the waiver trade deadline. My bad. The Brewers acquired Gio Gonzalez from Washington. That's a pretty good trade for a team trying to make the playoffs. He's a really good pitcher. Washington finally decided to let go of their pitchers. Let go of everyone except for Bryce Harper, which a lot of people thought was going somewhere. I expect him to be out. I think his contract's over next year. I expect him to come out. A lot of people are saying Philly, that's going to be his option, which would be a nice fit. I hope, still hoping maybe Boston will be there. New York's definitely going to be an option for him. Chicago, who said the Cubs want him. So yeah, that's definitely an option. Also, the Brewers also acquire Xavier Candeno from the Brewers, or not from from the Chicago White Sox. And the Athletics acquire Corey Jaron from the Rangers. And let me see. Cubs signed Jamie Garcia to a deal, who was earlier released by the Toronto Blue Jays a couple weeks ago. The Atlanta Braves acquired Lucas Duda from the Kansas City Royals, which I didn't even understand why he was on this team in the first place. Braves get Ren Rivera. I don't know where he's from. It doesn't tell me. Dodgers get Ryan Matson from the Washington Nationals. That's going to be a nice bullpen. They try to fight their way to the playoffs. You're talking about something. They got Machado and Dozier in 2 trades, and they're fighting for their playoff lives now. Because of the point being that their closer, Kenley Jansen, got injured. And that made them start to suck somehow. And now they're fighting for the playoff. I just don't understand how that happens, you know. Indians place a Miller back on the disabled list for the 3rd time in the last couple months. He's had a rough season. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the MLB rumors. So yeah, so the next topic, I'm gonna talk about 2 more topics. Next topic I'm gonna talk about is the talk about the Celtics and the upcoming season for the Boston Celtics and the whole league. Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward have both been cleared. So for all Boston fans that have not heard this yet, Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward have been cleared to go to training camp. When training camp starts, they will be fully ready, which is just exciting to hear for them to be back. That is like I said, all we were waiting for. After a year we had that we should have been in the finals, but you know, thank God now LeBron ain't in this league anymore. I mean, our conference, so we don't have to worry about him no more. As we are now the number 1 team in the East. Everyone can talk about Toronto and Philadelphia, but Boston, everyone knows that the Celtics are the number 1 team in the East. Nothing's going to change that. The Celtics are going to go to the finals this year. Are they going to win? Who knows? You know Golden State is going to be there. You have DeMarcus Cousins. You still have Kevin Durant. You still have Steph Curry. It's like, you know they're going to make it. Like, I still don't see anyone in the West being able to get by on them. We all thought Houston was going to, but that didn't happen. I really just think it's going to be Boston and Golden State. I think Golden State. I think it will be a competitive series, but I still think I'm not going to put a prediction right now, because it's too early to tell. No doubt, maybe Golden State will suck. I really don't expect them to suck. I think they're going to win over 60 games again. Same with the Celtics. But yeah, it depends on our health and everything. Yeah, and also in NBA news, as we're going to keep talking about NBA news, the Rockets traded Ryan Anderson to the Phoenix Suns for damn it, I forgot his name. Oh, they traded him for Chris. I forgot his first name, and they also traded one more guy. I'm just trying to remind myself. I just had this up, and I quickly went away from it. I usually remember everything in my mind, which I really just forgot completely. Oh, yeah. They traded Ryan Anderson to the Phoenix Suns for Marquise Chris and Brandon Knight. Which, it's like, you just added another point guard, which... he was great a couple years ago, but he just hasn't been good ever since. I do like the Marquise Chris part of this trade for Houston. I feel like he's a developmental guy who's been really good, had a really good year last year. He's just gonna keep going, getting better and better each year. With Carmelo there, with veterans there to help him, that's gonna be good. And Ryan Anderson, he lost the spot on the team when he started to struggle, and yeah, that's, like I said, that's just a crazy trade. I never expected that to happen. At the same time, the Phoenix Suns, and this report literally just came out today, that the Phoenix Suns for the last few weeks have been trying to trade for a point guard, and apparently, and this may shock a lot of people, but they were trying to trade for either Damian Lillard, Kemba Walker, or Terry Rozier. And it's like I sit here and look at their roster, and it's like, but who would you trade? Like, you're questioning, you want to get someone like that, but it's like you don't have any talent that you're gonna trade. Like, you're not gonna trade a Devin Booker. You ain't gonna trade you're not gonna trade. Oh, what the hell's his name? The draft pick you got this year. The guy you drafted this year. You're not gonna trade nobody. You're just not gonna trade everyone. You're gonna trade. You're not gonna trade Josh Jackson. And it's like, then why are you trying to trade for somebody? Like the Terry Rozier one may make the most sense of the three, just because draft picks. Danny Ainge of the Celtics love draft picks. And maybe Charlotte too, just because, Charlotte is kind of rebuild mode. They're not going anywhere this year. And so maybe those are two destinations, but I don't think they would trade Kemba. Just because, again, to the point being, is Kemba worth draft picks? I think he's worth more. I really do. Same with Terry Rozier. He's getting better and better. You saw how he did last year. I think he's going to keep raising himself up to be a great player in this league in futures. And yeah, I don't understand what Phoenix is doing. They already messed up their team a lot. I think they finally at least drafted somebody good with the number one pick, but to go around Devin Booker. But really, after that, I still don't see much on the team. Trevor Ariza is not going to win you a championship. Ryan Anderson is definitely not going to win you a championship. Tyson Chandler's just too old. They ain't going to win you a championship. I don't even know if Tyson Chandler's even on the team anymore. They're still way far away. I don't expect them to make the playoffs this year, because I think the West is going to be really good with now the Lakers having LeBron. Houston's still going to be good. OKC with Paul George back, that's going to be a good team. Then they will be top 5. And yeah, you're talking about Utah's going to get better with Donovan Mitchell, who came surprisingly second in the MVP vote last year. But Tatum would have, but no Ben Simmons, and then it was him. And then Denver's going to definitely be better. Isaiah Thomas, hoping to get back to himself this year with Denver. So yeah, there's so many things going around right now in the NBA for us to be excited about. I'm excited for my Celtics. I really think the Celtics are going to be one of the best teams this year and finally get over the hump and get to the finals for the first time in 8 years. I'm just excited for the NBA season. I'm excited for the NFL season. You know, tough games with the Patriots coming up. I know they can win them. It doesn't start easy. You have Houston and Jacksonville, two good teams. Deshaun Watson's going to be a great quarterback in this league coming off a torn ACL. So maybe we're catching up at the right time. And then Jacksonville, their defense is great, but Blake Bortles still sucks. So, like I said, it's going to be up and down. We still got to play Pittsburgh, you know. We got to play Tennessee. We got to play Detroit with Patricia now as the head coach, the former defensive coordinator. So, like we said, the first 4 games ain't going to be easy. But when is it ever easy for the Patriots? You know, it's never easy. But we always end up on top. 'Cause I know if you look at the division, we're still going to win the division. Because tell me a guy that's going to win, that's going to outlast Tom Brady in the division. So you're going to tell me Ryan Tannehill is going to be better than Tom Brady. You're going to tell me that Allen is going to be better than Tom Brady. You're going to tell me literally like that. Who else is there in that division? See, this is how much I don't care about any other team in the division when I can't remember the other quarterback on it. I know it's a rookie, whatever his name is. I don't even care at this point. But the Jets quarterback is going to beat Tom Brady. Nah, none of that's going to happen. The only teams I really have that I feel like going to challenge the Patriots this year would be, like I said, Pittsburgh or Jacksonville. Those are the two teams. Maybe the LA Chargers, because they look good this year. Maybe they can challenge Tom Brady. But nah, I think it's going to be the Patriots. I'm predicting the New England Patriots and the Green Bay Packers. I'm going to predict in the in the playoffs in the MLB, the Red Sox and Huh. That's actually tough, actually. I was thinking I had a team down, but maybe not. I'm going to say I think it's going to be the Red Sox and the Cubs. I think the Cubs will get back there. Actually, no, maybe not. Even though the Cubs are pretty good. I'm going to go with the Cubs. I'm probably going to be wrong, but I think the Cubs will make it there. I think that'll be a nice series between the Red Sox and the Cubs. I think the Red Sox win 6. No, never mind, 7 at home. And they'll be World Series champions again. And I think that Mookie Betts will be the MVP of this year. And yeah, you know, that's going to be a fun year. Well, that's, like I said, that's all I really have to say today about my sport, about what's going on around sports. I hope you guys enjoyed my second annual sports talk video. I'm going to try and post more of these. I just haven't had much time to do it, and also I just haven't really had much to talk about. But at least I got to talk about the things I wanted to talk about, get stuff off my head. I still want to start I still want to do some prank videos, so please send me ideas for pranks to do on anybody. If it's anyone in my family, or any of my friends, or anything. Just give me prank ideas. I want to also start that brother versus brother talk, where me and my brother just argue and talk about stuff all the time, have fun, like a lot of people wanted me to do in the past. I don't know how much people still want to do that, so if you guys want to see that too, like this video and subscribe, and also comment that in my site or on Instagram, which is Patbuckets07. And yeah, NBA 2K19, it will be coming out soon, so I'm excited for that, to start my mic around that. Starting to get a little bit old, the 2K18 one, but I'm still on that redemption. We just swept the Milwaukee Bucks, so we're heading against Cleveland. We'll start that series either tomorrow or Sunday. You'll see when it comes out. You might see a video today or tomorrow. The promo for it. I'm sorry that my promos are never that good. I usually just put pictures off online because I don't have saved videos to put on those things. People be like, why do you do them anyway? It's just like to prepare people. I don't expect to have a really good one for this one either, but if we get to the finals, you may see a way better one. I'm going to try and do it better for the playoffs, for the finals. And I'm just excited for this journey. I want to do some more. I want to start doing like Fortnite videos on this, but the thing is, I just suck. I still am not good enough. When I feel like I'm better at it, I'll start doing Fortnite videos. I feel like that's going to get me more subscribers, more likes, more and more people watching, so I do more Fortnite video, because that is the #1 game right now out, and it probably will be for the time to come. I really don't see any other game. Maybe Call of Duty that's coming out, Call of Duty 4, Black Ops 4. Maybe that will also be the #1. Maybe NBA 2K19 will be #1. NFL 19 is already out. So there's so many games out there, which is gonna be exciting to play on. Whenever I get Call of Duty 4, I would start doing those also on there. And yeah. Really, I'm just trying to have fun on this channel, guys. I want to do more vlogs when I get a chance. Maybe I'll do a vlog while I'm at school. I don't know how the hell I'm going to be able to do that, but I'll try something. School started for me on Wednesday. Summer's almost over. Sucks, but it happens. You know, you got to, like a lot of people say, you got to keep fighting. You got to keep fighting, you know. Keep moving forward. That's all you got to do. You just got to keep moving forward. Don't look back. Never look back. Just keep moving forward. Thanks, guys, for watching this video. Just please go like, subscribe, turn on post notifications for more videos to come. Go watch my NBA 2K18 my career semifinal round game 1, 2, 3, and 4. Game 1 and 2 is on one video, and 3, 4 is the next. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. And like I said before, remember, keep moving forward. Never look back, just keep moving forward, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out, guys. Peace. Good night.